I have a couple of questions. First, I want to confirm this. The Israeli embassy in China on 25th of April posted this. 5 million bread loaves and rolls are produced by 26 bakeries in Gaza every single day. Was that the situation? Is it now the situation? And based on the numbers provided by that piece, it seems the northern and mid Gaza, it's more. They produce more numbers of pita breads. How would you describe which situation is worse, the southern one or the northern one? And the third, we know that the border crossing of Rafah and the Karim Shalom has been, let's say, temporarily closed. But Israeli government used to say that they are going to opening Erez border crossing. Do you have any communication with the Israeli authorities on that part? Thank you.
So what I can tell you is that, as I mentioned earlier before, there are WFP has done a gigantic effort with UNRWA colleagues to ensure to support bakeries to produce bread. I don't know exactly the numbers, honestly. I will have to check with WFP colleagues. But I heard colleagues that they were saying that there were 3 pieces of pita bread available in the north, for example, a day potentially produced there. Now, what is important to understand is that pita will not solve famine. Let's be very clear about this. Famine can only be addressed in a combination of action that will cover health, water, sanitation, nutrition, and specific treatment for malnourished children, and food. And food in its diversity, because it's a diversification of the diet that is required. So while we are super satisfied of the fact that there has been an improvement in terms of the amount of flour that is entering into Gaza, and it's super important, we have to maintain it and expand it. But it cannot be seen as the magical solution that will address the looming conditions of famine in Gaza North. Comparing the situation is a very complicated question. I think that I think that if you speak specifically about famine, yes, the situation in the north was much more problematic and concerning for us than the south. But of course, I think nowhere in Gaza as of today life is. And so we should be mindful that the situation is absolutely catastrophic. There is no safety, and all the rest of the messages that we keep on trying to convey. The opening of Erez, yes, I can confirm that. There has been an initial opening of Erez. The challenge that I foresee in the coming days is that, if you remember, we had gigantic challenges to serve the north from the south, and we were talking about 300,000 people. So I see also inversely super challenging for us the mere idea to be able to serve the south from the north as a unique entry point, particularly considering that we're 1.9 million people there. So what we keep on discussing with the Israeli authority is that we need absolutely to maintain the direct access to the north. It's important, it's a good step forward, and we have to consolidate that and expand that. But we also need to have access to the south. And I really hope that Karim Shalom could be reopened as soon as possible and allow humanitarian assistance to enter as soon as possible.